Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel's Mike's Talks and Thoughts here. Back again with another Walking Dead review, and today we have Season 11, Episode 21, Outpost 22. And in this video here we will be going into spoilers for all of the Walking Dead up until Season 11, Episode 21, Outpost 22 here. So if you've not seen the Walking Dead up until that point yet, definitely come back to this video once you have, but if you have seen it, let's get into it. So Outpost 22 here, we see the group, of course, being taken in that bus that we infamously saw in the last episode here. Negan, Ezekiel, Kelly here, all of them, and many others being taken. And we see that this is a form of punishment here, or exile from the Commonwealth. We see the group getting split up here. We see Annie, who is Negan's wife at this point, getting taken away with this other group. And we see just them struggling in their little conversations Ezekiel and Kelly be having, and Negan, of course, trying to stand up to the guard here, and plays an interesting role here in this episode. And in this episode here, we also follow just a lot of different characters' journeys. We see Maggie, Gabriel, and Rosita escape at the beginning of the episode here, and we see just how distraught Maggie is from losing Herschel, being separated from him, and seeing this Walker, this little kid, Roy just, freaks her out. And we see, of course, Daryl and Carol, after all their stuff with Hornsby last episode, them looking and going and trying to help the group here. And just their little schemes and their little plots against the Commonwealth. It's just steps and steps and steps. It just keeps building and building here. We see the group, of course, sort of get back together here, just this little small group of Rosita, Gabriel, Maggie, Carol, Daryl, and we even get to see them get Connie back. And one of the better scenes of the episode, the train scene, being able to take over the train and trying to find out where all these people are going and seeing everything happen and unfold. Really interesting to see. And personally, my favorite part of the episode being the Negan and Ezekiel conversation. We really get of insight into the past and how they want to move for the future here. And Ezekiel talking about all the stuff that Negan did, and Negan's like, this is unexcusable for me, but we need to get everyone else out of this situation. He's like, I deserve to be here for this punishment, maybe even worse, and for everything that I did to you guys, but none of these other people deserve to be, so we need to come up with a plan to get these people out. We kind of see that sort of unfolding. It was definitely my favorite part of the episode, just the little conversation back and forth here. And we get to see Outpost 22, the name of the episode, and we find out that that was the new name for Alexandria. And I believe the outposts here are, of course, different sections of the Commonwealth that take over other little communities here. Of course, Alexandria being ones that sort of merged a little bit with the Commonwealth, but now the Commonwealth have renamed and rebranded into their own thing as Outpost 22, and we see Negan, Ezekiel, and everyone else that was working there getting taken there at the end of the episode. And the main group that I mentioned that sort of escaped, their plan to sort of take it back over, and I think that's going to play a big role here moving forward. I think it was a solid episode today, but nothing too crazy. I think this was definitely building the foundation for the final 3 episodes. We have Faith, Family, and Rest in Peace. So those are the names, the final 3 episodes here. And I think it's something that's going to be really crazy here. And Faith leads me to believe that something with Father Gabriel might happen, where we see his demise, a sacrifice, or maybe even a backstory episode on him. I think that's going to be something that's going to be really interesting. And of course, still getting closer and closer to seeing all these little opening scenes that Judith's been saying about the group unfolding in the final episode, which I think is going to happen. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen there. But here for Outpost 22, I'm going to give this episode an 8 out of 10. Solid little episode, nothing too crazy. I liked the action scenes with the train, and I liked Negan and Ezekiel's conversation, both being the 2 high points of this episode. But again, nothing too crazy happens. A little bit of more foundation building for the final 3 episodes, which I think will build on more action and more conflict and resolution, hopefully, for those final 3 episodes. So yeah, that's going to do it here for the Walking Dead Season 11, Episode 21 review. Definitely come back next week for episode number 22. And take care, everyone. Peace out.